Home Affairs Minister K Shanmugam says the legal profession and courts need to deal with concerns in the industry while gathering more detailed objective data to better understand the extent of the problems. He was addressing a recent Law Society survey on lawyer attrition, which highlighted issues like a toxic workplace culture.
A pledge to uphold the highest standards of the legal profession as the National University of Singapore welcomes its newest batch of law students. They begin their legal education as the profession is under renewed scrutiny over workplace culture and lawyer attrition. Home Affairs Minister K Shanmugam says while data shows lawyer attrition has stayed largely stable, aspiring lawyers must be clear-eyed about the job.
If you choose to be in legal practice, and if you want to be at the top end and the cutting edge, then you must expect the demands on you to be very high. Our competition is from other top-class legal centers. At the very top, it is a demanding, taxing profession. Make no mistake about it, it requires a lot from lawyers. And the remuneration is linked to the demands.
But he made clear these demands do not excuse poor treatment of lawyers, and that issues like poor supervision, lack of training and harassment must be taken seriously by the industry. A recent study commissioned by the Law Society of Singapore found that many lawyers are leaving private practice because of toxic workplace cultures, bullying, and unreasonable workloads. It suggested the problem isn't due to individual shortcomings, but rather deep-rooted structural and cultural conditions that may have persisted in the profession for decades. Since then, a task force has been formed to deal with these issues. A joint committee is also studying the feedback and possible solutions. At NUS Law, the focus is on preparing students for the realities of legal practice.
Up to a point, we already teach them to deal with pressure. The difference with the law firms is their hours are very, very long, and the students are not used to that in the way, and we don't want to hothouse them so that they're working 80-hour weeks just in order to prepare them for that.
He says strengthening ethics education is one way the school hopes to help tackle harassment and bullying in the profession.
We need to try to help people to be lawyers of good character. That's one of the key things that we need to do. And we do try to work on that. We've increased the content of ethical education in the degree, but at the same time, it's also a joint enterprise between us and the Law Society and the firms. So it's not something that the law school can do on its own.
He says addressing workplace culture will require the profession to ask itself difficult questions, but that recognizing the problem is a step in the right direction.